Okay, good evening, everyone. We'd like to call this meeting of the West Allis-West Milwaukee School District to order. Mr. Sikich, would you please lead us in the pledge tonight?
I would be happy to.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Suzette, can we do the roll, please?
Mr. Sikich?
Here.
Mr. Schultz?
Here.
Mr. Lee?
Mr. Lee?
Mr. Lee?
Present.
Mr. Eustace?
Here.
Mrs. Justin?
Here.
Here. Mr. Bailey?
Here.
Mr. Keller?
Here.
And President Emmett?
Here. Proper notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the open meeting laws of the state of Wisconsin. Does the superintendent or any board members have any changes or modifications to tonight's agenda?
I have nothing.
Can we separate out the supplemental, please?
Yeah, when we get there, we'll do that one. Yep. Okay, next we have public comments. Brandon, do we have any comments listed for tonight? No public comments. All right, we will go on to the superintendent's report.
Great, thank you. And 7.1, we will start with our report from the West Allis Nathan Hale High School, and our student representative is here. Take it away.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anna Coleman. I'm a senior at Nathan Hale, and next time I'll be joined by a junior at Nathan Hale. What was it?
Nick Powers.
Nick Powers, sorry.
Soccer banquet.
I'd just like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to share a few great things going on at Nathan Hale this evening. To start, we had our annual Nathan Hale Craft Fair on Saturday, November 3rd from 9 to 3 p.m. We once again had a sold-out fair with 125 crafters to sell their fine items. There was a bake sale along with breakfast and lunch items available as well, so people came and spent the day, and over 2,000 people came through the door. This was an increase of over 200 people in attendance from last year. In addition, concessions brought in over $2,000 as well. All proceeds will now go to help fund PTSA initiatives and Friends of Music activities, scholarships, and much more. New this year, as part of our PBIS initiative, each month staff recognize students for walking the Husky way of respectful, responsible, and safe behavior with something called a positive behavior referral, from which the student of the month is selected. We're proud to share that we have had 155 positive behavior referrals submitted by teachers so far this year. When students get a nomination from a teacher, they not only receive a nomination for Student of the Month, but also a 2-for-1 movie ticket voucher, a pair of earbuds, gel pens, and some candy. We mail the positive referral home to parents as well. Then one student is chosen from those referrals as Student of the Month, along with the recommending teacher as Teacher of the Month. They both receive a $10 Target gift card and recognition on our school website, answering some questions to get to know them a little better. Congratulations to September and October Student of the Month, Maddie Marcinkovich and Nolan Feather, and recommending teachers, Miss Welch-Flater and Mrs. Ellery. Also, in our ongoing effort to create a safe and caring culture around our Husky way of respectful, responsible, and safe behavior, we had a Youth Frontiers Respect Retreat on October 4th and 5th for all sophomore students, sponsored by the Hale PTSA. The Youth Frontiers organization delivers retreats and that provide schools with experiences that inspire character and community so that our future leaders are grounded in character. At the Respect Retreat, the retreat staff, along with our Hale mentored leaders, focus on creating a more positive school community by engaging students in a variety of activities that enhance self-confidence, empathy, and connectedness to the Husky way. Nathan Hale has been busy doing their part in giving back to those in need. In recognition of Veterans Day, Hail for Heroes student organization sponsored a donation drive in support of our local veterans at Milwaukee's VA hospital in need of basic toiletries. We challenge all students and families to donate items such as toothpaste and toothbrushes, chapsticks, shampoos and conditioners, and deodorants. Several boxes of items were collected and delivered last Friday. HOSA, or Health Occupation Students of America group, recently conducted an eyeglass drive. Students and staff donated 43 newer gently used prescription eyeglasses, readers, or sunglasses, which were sent to the McDonald Family Eye Care in Winter Springs, Florida. There, they will make any necessary repairs and establish prescriptions and send the eyeglasses to a company that distributes them to those in need. And this past weekend, Rotary Club members went out and raked leaves for West Allis senior citizens one final time before any major snowfalls. Planning ahead, Rotary Club will be teaming up with NHS to do one really big school-wide holiday food drive in December, with proceeds going to Feeding America, as well as participating in the annual Children's Target holiday shopping experience on Saturday, December 8th. We're very proud of our students, staff, and families' efforts to support those in need, and their kindness and compassion is appreciated. With an entire school and district focus on college and career readiness for all students, we have developed a variety of opportunities for students. First, 24 students from Hale, along with West Allis Central, Riverside, and Kingdom Prep Lutheran School, participated in an all-day college summit for males of color at Concordia University. The students rotated in different sessions where they discussed living on college campus, strategies for student success, and a panel discussion with current college students to answer questions and discuss the college experience. Additionally, a keynote speaker talked to the boys about characteristics necessary to be a student athlete and the importance of maintaining good grades and building positive relationships. The purpose of this experience was to provide the students with an opportunity to be on a college campus, understand the process of living on campus, and strategies for student success. And second, Nathan Hale High School will be hosting our 6th annual Academic and Career Planning Day for all students the morning of Tuesday, December 11th. Freshmen and sophomore students will attend 3 career presentations from area professionals. The goal of this career fair is for our underclassmen students to learn more about careers of interest, ultimately leading to future high school planning and post-high school goal setting. The juniors and seniors will then be attending 3 sessions on the following topics: employability skills workshop, junior post-secondary options and planning, college application process, applying for financial aid, and hearing from a Hale alumni panel. All are relevant topics to them in their stage of the academic and career planning process. In addition, juniors will have the opportunity to attend an optional post-secondary school visit to UWM or WCTC. It should be an informative and fun event for all. And then on to sports. The Hale boys cross country team finished 19th at the WIAA state cross country meet in October, led by sophomore Joshua Truchon, who took 21st overall in his state meet debut. With that finish, he capped off an awesome season and earned second team all-state honors. Senior Brad Glashinsky helped lead this young team back to state, with 6 of the 7 boys returning next year. Great season to the entire team. And on the girls' side of the cross-country team, congratulations go out to senior Christy Einberger, who placed 7th overall out of the 56 runners at the sectional meet, earning her a spot at the state competition for her 2nd year in a row as well. Congratulations also to the Nathan Hale Pom and Dance team, who competed at the Milwaukee Pirate Pursuit Dance Competition on Saturday, November 3rd, where they had 2 amazing performances, which include her placing 1st in Pom and 2nd in Kick. Congratulations also goes to seniors Alexa Hess and Abby Stevens, who are signing their national letters of intent this Wednesday after school to receive Division II athletic scholarships. Alexa will be attending Concordia St. Paul to play softball, while Abby will be attending the University of Sioux Falls, competing in both basketball and track and field. We wish them both the best of luck at the next level. Lastly, winter sports are underway. The girls' basketball team kicks off the season tomorrow night at home versus Greendale, followed by the Hale Central Crosstown game at Central next Tuesday. Hope you can come out and support our high schools. And that's all.
Great, that's a really exciting update. That's a good thing. Any questions or comments? All right, well, thank you so much. You're welcome to stay, or you're welcome to get on with your evening as well, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. We will go on to 7.2. The school showcase this evening is Wilson Elementary School, and there's a team here from Wilson, so we'll turn it over to Mary.
Okay, hi everybody. So tonight, we're just really happy to be able to showcase Wilson because in my opinion, it's the best place to be on a regular basis. I want to introduce you to Liz Hatab. She is my right-hand person, sitting to my right, our deeper learning coach. So she is new to Wilson this year and has already made a very big impact on our school, leading our teachers through her student-centered coaching and all other duties as assigned. So, yeah. So tonight we are going to showcase many bright spots, but we're going to have a focus for that, and also share a challenge that we're embarking on this year, and talk about some unique features at Wilson. So our bright spots are including many samples, examples of our deeper learning that's going on all over Wilson. Each of our teams at Wilson chose one of the deeper learning competencies, and they were asked to somehow highlight it in 1 minute. So we're going to show you the 6 deeper learning competencies. One of our, half of our 4th and 5th grade team Believe is going to be showing a way that we encourage students to transfer new learnings using our inquiry model. So through the deeper learning competency of content mastery, the students generate questions, then discuss with other students and research to find their answers. They show their learning in new ways, sharing discoveries and giving and receiving feedback from each other and also from their teachers. So I will play this video. So then in our Team Create and Team Discover chose to create a slideshow for you to see students as young as 4K and 5K showing how they are practicing effective communication. So students are able to present their writing to each other, to their classmates, and after sharing, they're able to ask for compliments, questions, and connections. So these are 3 different students showing their writing. Of course, in 5K and 4K, they're starting off with drawing for their writing pieces. And then this little video clip shows students working in partners to give each other feedback after sharing their writing pieces. So kind of quiet, hopefully.
Do you have any connections or compliments to my book? I like your details to the front of your book. Thanks.
Look at the camera after they talk.
So then this is another short video clip of students giving each other feedback also.
Confidence, questions, or connections? I like Pumpkin's tail.
So if you couldn't hear her, she said, I like pumpkins too. So then, after many lessons on explicitly teaching how to communicate with their writing partners, students work one-on-one to critique their writing and to help each other make their writing better. So even at the 4K and 5K level. Teachers also confer with students to discuss performance guidelines, and the students are able to ask questions and get feedback and then set their next goals. Another way that our 4K and 5K are showing how they practice clear communication is in restorative practice circles, where they communicate how they are feeling to each other, to their classmates, and help each other to solve problems. Next, our second grade team, Dream, created a video to highlight critical thinking and problem solving. They will show you how the students are synthesizing and analyzing information to understand real-world bridge construction. You will see them applying what they know and then planning, revising, changing their thinking using a variety of approaches and also student reflection.
Take what you know about shapes and apply it and actually design a centerpiece.
When you are working with your partner today, you are going to be receiving a plan and shape. Tell me about your plan.
The strings are the yarn.
How did you improve your design? What did you do to make it better, to be sturdier, to be stronger?
More perseverance and putting more support on it.
Tape these two together because this one was really heavy, and when we put a spider on it, it would come together.
Think about the bridges here in Milwaukee. When I think about some of the big bridges downtown, why are bridges important?
Okay, and next our third and fourth grade teachers and students in Team Explore created a slideshow to highlight how they work collaboratively with each other. So they're highlighting how students work with each other. They assume leadership roles within their little collaboration groups, resolve conflicts, and manage projects all across the curriculum. So they included a couple pictures of, this is math collaboration, and also in literacy collaboration, and many other ways across the day and across other subjects. And then the other half of our Team Believe of 4th and 5th grade students created this video to show examples of self-directed learning. You'll see students generating questions and tracking their own progress and also setting goals. So, and I like how that team ended their video showing teachers collaborating also, because our staff at Wilson is fabulous. They support each other personally and professionally and are always thinking of the next better thing to help students to achieve. And our last deeper learning competency that we're going to highlight is with our first and second grade students in Team Inspire and Resilient. They're going to show how students create an academic mindset by making mistakes and taking risks.
Not afraid of difficult tasks.
Tell me about what it means to be resilient.
We don't give up. We try our best. I do my work, I finish it, and I want to be like Team Resilient. When things are hard, you keep trying and never give up.
So the students learn from the teachers about keep trying, never give up, because that's what our staff does. With the most difficult of situations and students, our teachers are just finding more and more ways to be able to help students and not giving up. And so one of the a challenge that we wanted to highlight tonight is something that our staff collectively agreed on to take on, and that's the challenge of our lunchroom expectations and behaviors. Over the summer, a team of teachers did some collective, collaborative research and developed our Comfy Cafe curriculum. So our Comfy Cafe curriculum highlights 4 components of enjoyment of a meal, enjoyable social interaction, being responsible and respectful, and following directions. So teachers are actually in the lunchroom teaching some lessons each week. We follow our PAWS model of PBIS, practice responsibility, always be safe, willing to make wise choices, and show respect. So they have done examples of how to do that in the lunchroom that you'll see in this short video. Also, the teachers are teaching lessons on friendship, conversation, including others, sensory input, and healthy foods. So in this video, you will see students and teachers created this video to help kick off our Comfy Cafe. So, and we have appreciated this year of Sodexo's moving towards some more eco-friendly systems of having our serving bar and lots less disposable or throwaway containers. The sporks are in a rack now, and napkins, so they're not all wrapped in cellophane. So we really appreciate their moving forward with the eco-friendly systems. And lastly, tonight I wanted to talk about a couple of unique features, lots of unique features at Wilson, but just to highlight a couple of them, we have many clubs for students to join, and some of the unique features of those that I'm just highlighting new this year is a kindness club. And so that is a club that looks for acts of kindness throughout our school and promotes kindness activities. And our garden club is our largest club in the school. We have membership of almost 100 students, and they do field trips. Right now they're making applesauce, and they will be making some door swags for Christmas with the West Allis Community Garden Club. And also another club we have is our Wilson Space Gamers Lego Robotics team. And they took first place at the Riverside High School Regional Lego Robotics Tournament 2 weeks ago, and have advanced on to the sectional tournament that's going to be in Mugwanago December 8th. The team took home the Champions Award, which is the top award at the tournament, and also scored the most points in the robot game. So congratulations to that whole team, but especially to our coaches, Brendan Kelly and Lisa Erickson. And we'd like to end our Wilson Showcase tonight highlighting a service learning project that we started last year called Share the Love. Our whole school embarked on the project. And it was during the month of February, but carried on throughout the rest of the year and is ongoing in several of the projects. It exemplifies a great example of all the combined deeper learning competencies.
Wilson Elementary School Shares the Love Community Service Learning Project 2018. Mary Ross from the West Allis Public Library spoke to the children about the importance of a library system. Team Inspire raised money for 2 free Little Lending libraries for the Wilson families and community members to use. They held a book drive to fill them. Wilson Elementary School Shares the Love Community Service Learning Project 2018. Mary Ross from the West Allis Public Library spoke to the children about the importance of a library system. Team Inspire raised money for 2 free Little Lending libraries for the Wilson families and community members to use. They held a book drive to fill them. Kylie Erlinson came to speak to Team Believe about the mission of the Ronald McDonald House. The students decided that the 2 ways they could help this organization was to make blankets for the families staying at the Ronald McDonald House, as well as collecting pop tabs. Their goal was to collect 7 pounds. In the end, they collected 33 pounds. Team Dream collected food for Feeding America. They even got to help load up the van with all of the goods they collected. Team Explore took a field trip to keep Greater Milwaukee beautiful again. They donated plastic bags and gloves for picking up litter. After learning about the recycling program there, they took to the streets and picked up litter. Team Create did a toiletry and gift drive for the Milwaukee VA Medical Center residents. Team Imagine, Dream, and Treasure made Valentine decorations and cards for residents at the Allis Care Center and Mary Jude Nursing Home. Thank you to all the organizations that partnered with Wilson so we could help our students learn how to share the love.
So thank you for letting us share some of the highlights. I wanted you to see for yourself some of these. Sorry about the, I don't know, I couldn't get them bigger. But I wanted you to see more of, it's not about me, it's about them. So, thank you.
What comments and questions? Keep up the great
Thank
work
you.
over
Yep.
there.
Thank you very much.
you.
I appreciate the walking us through the work around deeper learning and just visiting each of the competencies, and it's good for the board to see that in action, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we will go on to 7.3, legislative update. It's a long report, but I'm not going through all of the referenda. So the referenda results from the most recent election are included there. The one thing I do want to point out, and I think it's important in the effort to try to help educate the public, the private school parental choice program and the impact it has on our school district and many school districts. So student enrollment in Wisconsin's 3 private school parental choice programs showed a 1-year increase of about 8.7%. So that's a really healthy increase. The Department of Public Instruction uses enrollment numbers to calculate public school district aid and the deductions related to these voucher programs. So what this really means, and the dollar figures here is our, general state aid before deduction was $51 million. And then there's a deduction in that aid that goes directly to pay for the students that are attending, West Allis students that are attending school through the parental choice programs. And that deduction was $2,874,000. And what that means is that gets added to the property taxes, right? So it's not just that the aid goes down, it actually shifts then to the property tax portion of our funding. And that's an important thing, I think, for the community to come to understand. There were no updates from the federal level at this time. And in terms of the school referenda, 76 passed and 4 failed and 2 were too close to call at the time that we were putting this together. So there are a lot of communities that were successful in asking for additional help, in particular for facilities. So I think it's an important note for us to make. 7.4, district recognitions. This is a pretty lengthy one, but there's a lot of really good work going on. So Department of Public Instruction, November 5th through the 9th is Gifted Education Week, and it's a time to celebrate the work of our schools, our families, organizations, and community members in support of students with gifts and talents. And we really appreciate all the work that's going on in that area. And in that area, too, we're even pushing those supports into classrooms. So rather than having kids leave to access gifted and talented supports, we're moving those supports into classrooms because then more kids get exposed to those types of opportunities. The West Allis West Milwaukee School Board of Education, Jeff Sikich, received a Level 3 award from the Wisconsin Association of School Boards and a 30-year recognition award at the Wisconsin Health and Physical Educator Convention. So congratulations to Jeff.
Way to go, Jeff.
Thank you. Yep, that's cool.
Just means I'm old.
Wise.
Experience.
And then at Central High Schools, and I'm going to, if I mispronounce any student or staff members' names, I apologize in advance. I'll do my best. Students Maya Acker and Sabrina Lutza are taking their state exam to earn their Certified Nursing Assistant credential. They will be the first students from West Allis Central to enroll in youth apprenticeships at Aurora West Allis Medical Center. So that's really cool. It's been work that we've been pushing hard into, so to start to see some of that happen is, I think, good news for us. World language teachers Nancy Acevedo helped students organize a Day of the Dead exhibit and potluck dinner to celebrate Hispanic culture. Mrs. Acevedo also worked with physical education teacher Joette Muffler to bring the Mezclando Milwaukee Dance Company to teach salsa dancing to students. And I stopped over there, and it was a lot of fun watching all of that happen. Social studies teacher Heather Bain worked with staff and students to hold a Laps for Life event. They raised $1,000 for ABCD after breast cancer diagnosis support group. Beth and I went over and walked laps in the gym with students. It was another really kind of cool event and getting young people attached to the needs of our community. And then after 23 years of service at Central, Secretary Linda Brinker retired on November 9th, 2018. So we wish her a happy and healthy retirement. At Shared Journeys, over 350 people attended the community open house and ribbon cutting with Mayor Devine. So that's in their new location. And senior Danielich Haben was accepted to Alverno with a $56,000 scholarship. So we're really proud of that work. At Lane Intermediate School, teachers Drew Walsworth, Samantha Bachman, and Michael Skurik conducted a deeper learning project with their 6th grade students in which they were transportation engineers in the year 2048. And self-driving buses were going to be used in the community. Students used a geomapping tool to determine where bus stops would be placed. Students then calculated the distance and time to each stop. Using this information, they put a proposal together for Mayor Devine. Mayor Devine visited the class, gave feedback to students about their plan, and answered questions about how infrastructure works. And it's a fascinating one to me because over the weekend, I had one of the grandkids with me, and I was showing him the self-driving trucks, and he was having a hard time believing that they're actually out there, and they are. The long-haul trucks are doing the work without drivers already. So this is real work that young people are going to face problems that they're going to have to solve. So at Lane, Sodexo donated aprons to students that are participating in the after-school cooking club run by teacher Courtney Merton and Sodexo employee Vicki Lacker. Also at Lane, teacher Ashley Dooley signed her class up for the Healthy Schools Challenge sponsored by Children's Hospital, which enabled her to donate 70 step trackers to her students and staff. The goal is for everyone to get at least 10,000 steps in a day, and she gave me one of those things, and I'm afraid to put it on because I'm not going to get anywhere close to that. But it's a cool project, so I got to see a little bit of it in action. At General Mitchell Elementary School, 4th grade student Endri Luta implemented a Better World project by procuring 5 apple trees, digging holes, and planting them on school grounds. Endri's sister has asthma and will be attending General Mitchell next year. Endri knows trees help make clean air and are good for the environment. He has been watering the trees every few days and will soon wrap the trees to protect them over the winter. At Irving Elementary School, physical therapists Tina Pratt and Jill Stamm created an outdoor movement path in the Irving courtyard. It's a perfect tool for students needing a sensory or movement break and can benefit all students. At Longfellow Elementary, teachers Kathy Boyd, Dana Farina, Becky Feckett, Erica Rasmussen, Jennifer Mendoza, Vicky Cotta, and Eva Blythe raised funds, scholastic sponsorship, and MEMA grants, so their students would receive 1 free book per month. And any extra money is being used to buy books for other classrooms. At Pershing Elementary, staff members Deb Groth, Adriana Spangenberg, Liz Arkin, Tyson Draglovich, and Michelle Pipel worked with the Service Learning Club and the West Allis Health Department to collect plastic bags. The bags will be used to make mercy mats, which provide warmth and a place to sleep for people who are homeless. The goal was to collect 1,400 plastic bags. Instead, students collected over 16,000 plastic bags, which will be used to make approximately 23 mercy mats. At Wilson, we just heard about their Lego robotics team, so I'm going to move on to communication and community relations. Fortis Management Group, a consulting firm in Milwaukee, is going out of business and generously donated thousands of dollars worth of office furniture to schools in our district. And it was somebody on the facilities team at Fortis is one of our parents at Hale. So I had an appointment downtown on Michigan Avenue right down the street. So I ran over, and she had a lot of fun with me walking through this now kind of vacant and quiet set of offices, and took hundreds of pictures, and then Beth took it from there to figure out who wants what pieces of furniture and how we get it over here. So we really appreciate that donation and that connection in our community. Recreation and Community Relations, Nicole Lennick, graphic designer and owner of Dezella Graphics, LLC, has redesigned the recreation activity guide for winter-spring. She's a former student, Mitchell FLW in Hale, and worked for the recreation department while in high school, and it's going to be a much more user-friendly document. West Allis Central High School Athletics, the West Allis Wave 200 freestyle relay team broke history with a time of 1:53 at the Woodland Conference Championship meet. Under coach Scott Eagley, team members Morgan Tupal, Susanna Scroback, Casey Burdock, Julia Kusek clocked the best time in the past 10 years for the West Allis Wave swim team. And junior Ashlyn Hill Mariana took second in dive portion of the Woodland Conference event with a score of 400.65 points. Her coach is Sandy Sikich. At West Allis Nathan Hale Athletics, we already had our representative from Hale mention a couple of these, but I'll add boys cross country qualified for the state meet. The following are members of the team: Ethan Fisher, Bradley Glasinski. Say it again. Glasinski. Thank you. Matthew Case, Liam Kelly, Brianna Compass, Cole Konskol, Cole Orlovsky, Joshua Turchon, and the head coach for cross country is Dan Mockmueller. And the following students were on the Greater Metro Conference all-conference teams for the fall: Christy Einberger, Joshua Trushan, Liam Kelly, Hunter Mauerman, Ben Cesar, Joey Robbers, Matthew Staskunas, Abigail Stevens, Brady Mako, Nick Aberlin, Easton Scherer, Jacob Johnson, Nathan Knobs, and Jack Bork. And that completes the recognitions. Then a couple quick updates from me. There were no public comments at our meeting on October 22nd, so there's nothing to follow up there. Over the weekend, I did go see Shrek the Musical and had 3 grandkids with me for that one. It was a lot of fun. It's the performing arts and musicals are really improving fast from year to year here, so that's really cool to see. The other thing that I was really proud to see is it's the first time parts of the new sound system that we've been working on for Central and Hale are in place. And so they were using the new wireless microphones. The rest of the system is not in Central yet. It's being installed, the updates at Hale right now, and that those racks of wireless will be shared between the 2 schools. But the wireless alone was a $40,000 investment, but wow, does it make a difference, where you hear every single word and you're not losing lines that, on kids that aren't mic'd. So more of that to come, but I just really wanted to congratulate the students and the teachers and all the volunteers that worked to put on a big musical like Shrek. It was a lot of fun to be there. And then with the state of the schools, we have presentations coming up on December 3rd and 11th. At 10 a.m. on the 3rd, we'll be at the West Milwaukee Senior Center, and at 6:30 p.m. that evening at Central High School, and then on December 11th at 10 a.m. West Allis City Hall, and then at 6:30 at Nathan Hale. And it really is the opportunity for us, and Stephanie's going to join us for 3 of those meetings to help do some of the presenting. It really is, again, explaining kind of who we are as an organization and to get back in front of the community. We want to talk about how we've been working to improve student achievement, because there's some, good news coming soon when the report cards are no longer embargoed, so to share some of that with our community. We want to talk about how we're supporting the social emotional health of our students and families, in particular mental health needs. Outside of Dotke and Shared Journeys, we now have therapist services in every single building that students can access. And then we're going to talk about what's on the fiscal horizon, so making progress academically, making progress social emotionally, making progress financially, and then kind of what's next in terms of what are some of the needs, and that's going to really lead into the bigger conversation around facilities, because part of the key messages is, we're learning to do new things. You saw some of it today of what's happening at Wilson. So we're learning to do new things, but we're trying to do it in old places. And now we need to have these things come together. And so the ask of these presentations is really going to be to invite people to join a commission that takes a look at what was produced from the 20-year facility study. So it's analysis of every single building and the conditions and the educational adequacy, and start to make recommendations back to us and to the board about how we want to move forward with facilities. So those State of the Schools presentations are coming up pretty quickly. And that concludes the superintendent's report.
Thank you very much. All right. Item number 8, the board president's report. So first we'll take a look at the board calendar. Tonight's Monday, November 12th. We have a regular Board of Education meeting, and following that immediately we'll have a closed session meeting. Once the closed session meeting has concluded, we will then have a workshop, service to our stakeholders and community workshop, how surveys are developed and survey results. On Monday, November 19th, starting at 6 o'clock, we will have a recreation and community services workshop on the Recreation Department's annual report. Monday, November 26th, starting at 6 p.m. is a regular Board of Education meeting, and then a superintendent workshop on the 2019-2020 school calendar. On Monday, December 10th, starting at 6 p.m., regular Board of Education meeting, and then a financial stability and efficiency workshop with a look at the budget calendar and the 2017-2018 audit report. Is that the last meeting for 2018? On Monday, December 17th at 6 p.m., regular Board of Education meeting, and then a workshop. Board development, so this would be our board retreat that we had rescheduled from October. Board development with Drew Howick from Howick and Associates. And then some community events. So a reminder, you guys have gotten some emails. On November 19th, next Monday, is the Community Breakfast of Thanks and Giving, which is held at the Hampton Inn Hotel. I know Suzette has tickets available if you would like to purchase them. Otherwise, you can purchase them online. We will also have music students performing at the breakfast as well. Tickets for that are $30. Anybody else have any events or community items they want to discuss? Heather?
I'll just reiterate that Shrek is also this weekend, Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and Sunday at 2 p.m. So 3 more opportunities to see it.
Great. Anybody else?
This is a community thing, but I did have an opportunity this week to, during Election Day, participate in the teachers' professional development, and it was amazing. I walked in and Adam kind of escorted me around here and there, so I had an opportunity to see high school teachers kind of talk and collaborate on how we go from our I can statements and all the work that we're going to do this year during our professional development days to create what we're going to launch next school year. So it was kind of fun to have all second grade teachers in a classroom. And as I stood outside the hallway, he's like, "Do you want to go in there?" And I'm like, "Yes," because you know how when you're in a cafeteria with little kids, you know, and they sound like little birds chirping. It was kind of that energy, and to see that with staff members was just kind of awesome. And then I kind of lost him and sat in an intermediate science, you know, where all the intermediate teachers were gathering and doing that for the science level. And then we also had a guest speaker come in, which was really phenomenal, and he actually took the teachers through 3 different exercises. And so it was kind of, I guess the overall picture of the day was just really inspiring, right, to see all the changes and things. And then on Thursday, I know Frank would right, you were there this morning, you know, that morning. I think most of our students in the district really sit and walk and, you know, carry themselves with great posture, but I think chests were kind of puffed out a little bit more that day as they sat there with their, you know, family members who had served, and the conversations were real sincere and honest from the kids, and so was the sharing from the veterans, so it was a great experience.
Just
Gary?
more on FYI to staff, DPI is releasing public report cards tomorrow, so fun at work.
Yep.
Great. All right, anything else? All right, we'll move on to item number 9 on the consent agenda. Item 9.1, the approval of minutes from the October 22nd regular Board of Education meeting. Item 9.2, the employment summary, and item 9.3, the supplementary contracts. So we already had a request to separate out item 9.3, the supplementary contracts. So we would then look for a motion for 9.1 and 9.2.
Move to approve. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any additional comments or questions?
I have to recuse myself?
From the employment summary?
Supplementary contracts.
Okay, well, that's second. Yep. So this is just item 9.1 and 9.2, and then we'll do that separate. So item 9.1, 9.2 been moved and seconded. No additional comments and questions. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, item 9.3, please raise your hand if you're recusing. We've got 3 recusals for item 9.3. Okay, we would then need a motion to approve item 9.3.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. No additional, any additional comments or questions? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And we have the recusals noted? Okay. All right, item number 10, board member suggestions for future agenda items. Okay. We will then look to take a 5-minute break while we take down cameras and then go into executive session. So we are at recess.